of it is environmental stuff. But then, you know,
Is it, do
I
I?
don't know what they've done on the historic stuff, I don't know what they've done on the road.
And then I
Okay.
was like, oh, I have.
Yeah, I'll
to
read
get my
through it.
laptop.
Yeah,
see what's
So I
in it.
got
We
to get
appreciate
my
it.
laptop.
Yeah, no problem.
Today.
Yeah.
Open the big environmental thing.
Yeah, it's the big environmental
Yeah, okay.
thing that we're gonna have to comment on, I sent it to you too.
I mean, I've read the letters and
Yeah.
there's some kind of summary type of thing there.
Yeah.
My first impression is it didn't mention anything about Georgetown water. But I'll get to that further on.
Yeah, so I'm concerned that one of the things that I'm gonna write back to Christine, they had hoped to go, I mean, I know you know the difference between nationwide permit and going under a nationwide permit and going into an individual permit.
Yeah,
And one of the.
sure they're not happy about that.
No, they're very unhappy about that, and I would concur with them. Sometimes the Army Corps of Engineers then tries to become the lead agency on the project. And quite honestly, we don't want our Army Corps of Engineers as a lead agency because they're renowned for not caring about communities at all. FERC is a better federal agency to deal with than the Corps of
The
Engineers.
girl, your husband, tell them that you clean up their act.
I
The
know.
Army Corps.
When I get home.
Yes, yeah.
Call him right now.
It's not hard.
Sure someone looks after Georgetown.
You're responsible for the US Army.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
What's that?
A Strongers.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. Seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, stronger.
Mark is on Zoom.
Okay, cool. Hey, Mark.
Mark, are you there?
People are writing and me.
It may not be his second.
No, you were over there. You were already up there. I came late,
First,
later than
when I
you.
was trying to get under a light to say. I'm
Oh,
sure
there are no lights between here and my house and it just like hats, you know, I mean.
already.
Yeah, I can drive you home. You ride my new truck.
Ooh,
I'm really very
oh, no, I'm an E truck, the famous truck, the truck from back east.
Look how popular you
Uh,
are.
I got to write it. I got to write it from the coffee shop 2 blocks to my.
It's
Did you look your upper hand?
My younger sister's truck that I inherited.
Yes, but you like it.
Do you know that either Apple is gonna be here?
Cindy
50,000 miles.
Deacon is supposed to be in attendance on Zoom.
No
Okay,
one, I swear, no one has ever
She
said.
may not be,
Kind of a bitch.
and then Mike Huggins is not planning on attending, he requested that staff present present.
okay. Is Cindy on then?
Cindy is not here.
Okay, should we start with other
Yeah,
stuff?
we can go ahead.
Okay,
We
let's
got
go
other
ahead.
things that can pop around and do.
Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order, please, and would you take the roll?
Joan Eaton, here. Sean Platt. Sydney Neely,
Here,
Betsy Blakesley, here. Keith Crossing, Mark Reynolds.
Here.
Bob Hanson,
Here,
Frank Danzen.
Here.
thought we were quorum.
oh, yeah,
And
we got over a
can
while.
we get agenda approval?
We should add
Yeah, this is
the fact that, the Saving Places Conference comes up in
February,
February and we need to get reservations in early December, I think.
Where is that?
We have to apply for the grant. In December.
we go whether we have it or not, but we will apply.
Okay,
Yeah, if you apply before December 2nd or 4th, whatever it is, it's the cheapest
okay.
fees. And it's downtown Denver.
Oh, it's back in Denver?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's right, double tree, we
No, easy.
All right,
got a variation.
so no audience business, no audience.
They need a.
And then let's go ahead and do,
Anything else?
for agenda, sorry.
Yes,
Do I hear a
I
motion?
would move that we approve the agenda.
You hear a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
hi,
Thank you. Okay, let's move down to Mike Huggins, 405 7th Street.
We're doing Mike,
Yes,
um,
Cindy is
okay,
gonna be here.
we have. It's right in the back of this building, I think everybody knows.
Mhm.
And census, I had a note. Right up there, it is. I'm not,
I decided I would print it out instead of taking the whole book. It's a lot lighter.
yeah, but we're not in original fences, we're on your page.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, good.
On the back thing. No. A, B, C,
No,
oh, no, here we go, we're B. Here we go.
all right. Um. Okay, we are in book 2 and we're on, section 3 and, no, we're in section 2 and in chapter 6 and it is section 3 of that and it's B. A new fence should be similar in character with those seen historically, and we're particularly at B3, a solid wood plank fence may also be used in a rear yard. They say if the top part is transparent, but the fence, the rear yard fence may not exceed the 6 feet in height. There's and then D, the appropriate fence materials include wood, ironstone. This is, the application is for a wood fence that is 6 feet. I think we should note that it's 6 feet because on the not on the application, on the stuff included with the application, it references 6 to 8 feet and our limit is 6 feet.
Mhm.
And he describes that as a dog ear.
Yeah, because the.
Yeah. And actually, it is not, it looks like it's out, you know, it's, he's not along the side of a road, he's not on the line.
Right.
That is a lot next to him.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody built on that lot, you wouldn't see this fence at all, quite
Yeah.
frankly. The fence does not go to front of the house.
It doesn't look like there's any gate access or anything at the fence.
Now, yeah,
To the
and,
front yard there is.
Is there a gate on the
Yeah, he's
front?
got a little mark that shows the gate.
Okay,
oh, is there?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
the little
just right.
swing.
Okay, so we should know that, note that the gate
should be
should,
safe, sure.
yes, the gate should be, material and design should be appropriate to the fence, that's B7. And I'm pleased because when I looked at it, I thought, in case of a fire, if he has no gate, somebody could get trapped in their own
Yeah.
backyard, and that would not be a cool thing.
And there's a gate to the front.
It also, it says a wood fence should be painted, but in this particular case, I am not
I would
sure
not.
that.
It's cedar, yeah, so it'll weather.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not sure
That
that
would
we
be
would want that
picket
because
fence.
that is then if we pick up the houses. So with that, I would like the motion that we approve the application to Mike Huggins for a fence at 405 7th Street, as presented. Yes,
We haven't talked about spacing of the pickets. It should have spacing in between the pickets, so it doesn't look like a solid wall through there.
No, true.
but it can be solid on the sides in the back. He's on the side.
It
he's
still
not
has
on-
to have, it still has to have spacing between the pickets, according to the book.
Just a little gap for air.
I don't think so.
I think we've done that, so they don't blow down.
No, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, on the solid wall. You know,
Because we said you can have a solid wood plank if the top of it is transparent or flat.
But haven't we always told people you just need a tiny little space between them so that the wind doesn't just blow the thing over?
Example, yeah, I agree.
And so,
We've always done that.
Okay,
and so it doesn't look like a wall.
Yeah.
The other option is, I might suggest to the applicant that They do the staggered look where one's on the front, one's on the back. That way it gives a little more character to the fence and allows that gap in between there for wind.
I think in this case, I guess I don't, either I read it somewhere or I just thought it. I think the intent is to provide a screen between the parking lot, the empty lot,
Yeah,
which is
I'm
used for
sure.
parking next door,
yeah.
and that yard.
Well, we're not saying big gaps, we're just
Right.
saying for the wind to not just take it away.
It does say it should incorporate transparent elements to minimize the possible visual impacts.
Well, this wouldn't even be that, it would just, I mean,
So that, we have done
we've
that.
always done that on
Yeah,
these.
I'd be fine with the solid fence as long as they, use like steel poles and something like that.
Okay,
Take appropriate measures to make sure that wind's not gonna blow it over.
okay.
So are we in the solid gap, but solid fence, or are we saying, you need a hairline gap?
It does say it on C4 that although a side yard fence is usually less transparent as well, it should incorporate transparent elements, and this is a side yard fence.
Yeah, okay.
We had the same issue with Carrie Ann, remember? There was no gaps in that front fence
Yeah,
and we required gaps.
yeah.
It's in the
Did
guidelines.
it happen?
Oh, no.
No.
I don't think it happened.
Well, we didn't specify it in the meeting that we had to approve it, so she just butted everything together. So it became a solid fence. And I think the intent of the guideline is to have a space in between there so it doesn't look like it's a solid fence, so you have some visual on it. Instead of looking like a wall, is the way I interpreted it.
That's not particularly the way.
If it's not gonna be a wind issue, I think they're justified since there is a parking lot and it's downtown.
Yeah, I mean, you look elsewhere around town, I mean, there's solid stockade fences all over.
Well, I don't have a problem with the solid, but it's just the wind also. I mean,
I mean,
have
the
some
wind,
kind
I
of-
think that's something that we should stress that
Well, I've made
they
it,
have to assure that it's adequate.
On this side of town, there's not many solid fences.
Hmm?
This side of town doesn't have any solid fences.
It's got a number in people's backyards that you.
Yeah, there
They're-
are a lot.
But you get a number of them in that backyard, so that, there are a couple on Main Street I can think of, you just don't see them. Because they're
That's true.
backyard.
They're out of the way.
This one is more visible, but that's because nobody has.
That's because it's a parking lot
built
next to it.
anything.
Well, I think that the side fence right down by, the Happy Cooker, on there,
yeah,
between there, that's a solid.
That's
I'm sure.
okay.
The one by the courthouse is not. At that yellow house.
No, but that was also because it was by parking lot, we were looking for how it looked.
Okay.
And,
I mean, if they wanted to go with the, front and back, that gives it a solid look for pretty much any direction. But it also doubles the cost.
Yeah.
shouldn't quite double it.
Uh,
Or
Oh, yeah.
else they pretty
Pretty close.
They pretty do the section.
But I mean, the issue to me is that it is structurally sound given 140-mile-an-hour winds.
Phasing is helpful to have the 20-mile-per-hour.
Well, I've got a note that they should have the appropriate posts set in cement to avoid wind damage.
Yes,
Okay.
It would stand high winds or something like that.
Yeah.
Cause it's exposed. I mean, it's not between houses, so it's exposed.
Yeah.
For fairly strong winds.
Okay, then what are our stipulations? And I would think we can do it with the stipulations.
Yeah, so it's a 6-foot wooden fence,
6 foot high.
yes.
Maximum 6.
The gate material and design is to match the fence. And the appropriate posts and with cement to avoid wind damage was people were.
Yeah, I would say
that-
just, you know, that it, you know, it should be designed to withstand high winds.
Okay,
Then I'm going to accept the application.
So moved.
all in favor?
Second.
All in
Second.
favor? Okay.
Alright,
Aye, against. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Is Cindy on yet?
No,
Okay,
Okay, the CLG report. We might as well take a look at that. The CLG report is, Keisha did it, and sent it in, it's pretty standard, the fun part of it, I think, is that, it tells us. It tells us how many users have. There's this whole list down there, 19 meetings. Since last October and the last one. Keisha did indicate to the, did we indicate some place, that we had a, oh, on 17, Keisha, did we, we doing 106 reviews?
yeah, I only have one in my records,
Um,
Verizon, and honestly, I don't know that we even needed to, but it was the one that.
okay, the other thing is that we are constantly discussing, and we should make note of this for them, I think, because there are a couple of things to add here. Is the whole Excel process, because we have now a memorandum of agreement on Powerhouse, and this commission, along with other town participants, is working steadily with Excel. And it will be very helpful for the state to know that, so that when we come back to them and say we need help, and as a certified government, we have been working with them, so under 17, could you give that a short, just brief?
Add a little bit.
Just
Yeah.
add a little bit, and it's the Excel decommissioning of the Georgetown historic hydroelectric district. Okay, and you know, Bob and Betsy are both on that committee, Brent is the ear to FERC. So that's, and that's the federal agency initiating it, the federal agency initiating that river is FERC. FERC, Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. And hopefully it's not the Army Corps of Engineers.
The Georgetown Historic.
The historic hydro district in Georgetown, it's the historic Georgetown Hydro District.
Is that the designated?
Yeah, no, because the Excel won't allow it, and it's a single designation, so it is only a eligible for, but there's all kinds of record of its eligibility. And that is, the hydro district, maybe we should say, which includes the historic powerhouse. And the reason that we should say that is that one of the other things we achieved.
Okay.
Under 20. I think the accomplishment that it is truly the adoption of our local historic register under 20, and we will send them a copy, so as you mentioned, the social have it, but also the nomination of a national registered district within the NHL uh, to protect historic properties between 1893 and 1929.
Say those dates again.
And then dash approved,
Wait, can you say the dates again?
1893 and 1929.
Okay.
And it's been approved by, the State Preservation Commission. It's now in Washington, but Washington is a strange place to be these days. So I'm not surprised they haven't done anything with our little amount of paper. And I'm actually worried
Yeah.
because the
I
state.
would prefer to soon.
No, I'm not, but the state has, when did we do the interpretation at the,
Strauss Park.
Strauss Park? Was that in the last year's? I did it, I don't remember.
I think that was this year.
I think maybe it, who knows, but if we didn't record.
Excited?
Yeah, I mean,
That was before last Christmas market, so that was last year.
that was last
But
year.
it's October to October. And I
Oh,
think it
that
was.
was.
Yeah,
real
probably,
close.
yeah, it was very close.
We were right before, so let's go ahead and put that in, instead of the no, we did do interpretive signage for. It's the only place in town that we announced that we're a landmark district, so.
No, I saw it somewhere else. I should have taken a picture and sent it to you. There's another place though, where it says,
There's a plaque somewhere,
yeah,
even by the park, there's a brass plaque, and there is going to be visitor center. Of course,
Okay.
that's the big sign of it, but yes, and we have, 3 specific signs and then an overview of the district. Did they ever ask, whether we had any tax other things?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but under 10, with the cultural resource surveys completed, just put NRD application, don't bother to explain it, because you explain it on the other thing. The historic, we did completed historic context studies, but Excel certainly did.
Should we put that?
No, as long as we've notified them that Excel's alive and breathing down the neck. So fond of them. Actually, their team has, outside of Christine, has almost completely changed. Okay, thank you for putting the report together. I realized that there was a deadline to send it off, but Lindsay will not mind that it is, edited. Yeah, and that we have a couple of attachments to add to her collection. It allows her to say, see, look.
We did it. We did the thing.
Yep. Okay, and if we're still waiting for Cindy,
Yeah.
okay, then let's go to the local we.
I printed out the application that's on me. I have it in my computer somewhere. I made some edits to this, but I could not find it. So this is the one that Bob asked.
Okay, my reason for putting this on now is that we have a real process in this ordinance. Um. And if the application, is if the application is, going to come for, the Catholic Church, and the Catholic Church wants to apply for a state historic fund little assistance for that, then their grant programs are gonna hit you someplace around February and March. And in order for us to get through everything in time for you, like I was sort of looking at the grant stuff and backing up.
Yeah, I pulled together, what you said, coming back to it, yes, it'll be by the end of the year anyway.
Yeah, so, cause,
They'll have enough to, and I talked to, Deacon Ron, and he'll take it to the archdiocese to put
which.
sign on. So I mean, it's on everybody's radar to
Okay,
move forward and see if they want to do it.
the act, you see, cause we have to review it. Within 30 days of you giving it to us. But then we have to, within 45 days, we have to do a public hearing, which may be at the same time we review it. I'm a little unclear as to how that actually proceeds. Because the procedure on C, it says it will be reviewed by completeness, and then the designation hearing is within 45 days after it is deemed complete. So does that mean we say it's complete and then we have to hold another meeting?
I think we say it's complete.
Staff,
No, the applications will be reviewed for completeness by DRC, is what it says. And then applications determined incomplete will be returned. All right, within 45 days after it is deemed complete, or with a later time of agreement, a public hearing shall be held by us. So what that's telling me, that's why I asked to see this thing, is that
There's 2 reviews.
there's 2 reviews.
Well, it could be on the same day, because within 45 days, that could be day one.
Yeah,
Is the public hearing? You guys or the board of selectmen?
No,
Because I
it's-
think the board is the ones that do
It's
the
in
final.
us, but a public hearing shall be held by the DRC is what
Mhm.
this thing says.
Okay.
And then we will provide a notice of the date, time, and location of the public hearing. To the, and anybody having an interest in the property before the hearing. And then it tells you all about the public hearing. And then at the conclusion of the hearing. If we again review the application for conformance with the established criteria for designation and the purposes of this. Essentially, we've done that up there when we reviewed the application for completeness.
unless, something has to be changed as a result of the public hearing or something, then
Right.
we do a final review before it
Final
goes
review.
further.
Yeah, and then we set forth our finding of facts and the basis for our recommendation, because our recommendation then goes to the Board of Selectmen. So you see, this flips into a 3-4 month process without us thinking about it. It's not gonna take that much time when we do it in meetings, but in order to slate it at times where it's still,
Yeah, I think with the application comes in, we should, plot out the meetings that need to occur.
yes, and try to,
And get it-
but I've
get it
just.
scheduled.
So it's gonna be meeting one with us, meeting 2 with us, and then after meeting 2, we have to do a written up thing. Doesn't say we have to have meeting 3. But
Well, the board of
at the
selectmen-
end of the public hearing, I think we can do the approval with condition. So I think it's 2 meetings, us, and then it goes to the Board of Selectmen.
We can do the public meeting at one of our
Yeah, one of
meetings.
GRC.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we can do the final recommendation right after the public hearing.
The same meeting.
Yeah, same,
Close
same.
public meeting.
Okay.
Right, so
Yeah.
if it passes on the first review, we could schedule it to be at the next meeting, so that's just 2 weeks.
Yes, yes, so we can.
Well, usually,
Yeah,
we are, I don't know,
Okay,
we're
2 to
on the
3.
agenda, but we're not having a meeting, the second meeting this month. So,
right.
No meeting on Thanksgiving?
I mean, if you want, we could all have potluck it, you know, we got church.
Yeah.
Bring food.
Everybody brings their own turkey. We each have a favorite turkey. I'm sure.
Sure, we think so.
I'll still eat.
Make a sign.
Um,
Stuff it, right?
You bet. Okay, so.
Probably won't have any
so,
applicants though.
Yeah, be slow meeting.
And then the board of, just goes to the board of selectmen and they review it and they can approve or deny or do whatever, but they do that at one meeting, so. So yeah, we have 3 meetings which we could accomplish in 2 months.
And the
I mean, I'm trying to
designation, it just means that it becomes eligible for stuff, and that. If they,
It's listed on, it
Yeah.
will be given a proper number.
in that way, if the applicant wants to apply for tax credits or whatever, then, you know, they can do that.
That's
But
right.
it doesn't have anything, there's nothing to do with that as far as getting designated as a property.
No, but you have to be designated.
Right,
in
it's
order
the first
to-
step to,
Yes, but
Yeah.
that's, yeah, it's the first step to get help, and that's why
Yeah.
you wanna get that step done so that when you write for an application, they say, how are you designated locally, nationally, or no, local, state, or national, and you say local and you're this number and it's all copacetic. Copacetic is right. This application for it, it should.
probably should have the Georgetown logo on it somewhere. To do
Well,
what,
the other thing is, it's not a fill-in application. This is
No.
a set of instructions for an application, because that history should be serious.
Yeah.
And the architectural description should be serious, so the.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna take many pages to.
That's
for all that.
right.
Well, this is like the,
And
front
the
page.
other thing about it is
Well-
the criteria, you should describe how the criteria is met. It says it must be met, but, you know, describe how it's met.
Well, all that should be in the attached paperwork.
Yes, but we haven't told the folks that they need to describe how. They say just check the box and what criteria you meet. Oh, okay, no, it says down below, okay. And then you have to describe that. So this is just
It's
instruction.
just instructions, yeah, because it wasn't practical. I couldn't see any reasonable way of making something that you fill in. And once I started filling it out for the church, it just,
Balloon.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe we say instructions up here.
Okay.
That this is an application and this is instruction for attachments, basically.
yes, Mark?
I'm good.
Okay. Mhm.
So that somebody knows that they,
Cover sheet.
this is a verification for something, but we don't. But
People fill it out on the.
no, they can't fill it out on the
Well,
form.
they can fill out the
The front,
your name, rank, and serial number.
yeah, so it's just,
That gets all the pertinent information.
and I don't see us using it that frequently, but I would love to get one done until we've had the practice and so.
Yeah, I'm almost done with that. I just was. There's a whole ton of newspaper articles that Ruth
Sure.
pulled. But she just Xeroxed them and not Xerox, she kind of typed it, they're not in a Word, not any kind of document you can do anything with. So I transferred it all into a Word document so you could format it and put things in chronological order and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To tell the story.
To tell the story.
Um,
Yeah,
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 nice.
So it's,
that's
and I
right,
found some really great pictures too, so.
I'm sure.
Great.
Well, I discovered, you know, there's a picture of the old Methodist evangelical church that was torn down.
You think it was completely?
It was torn down, yeah, because they put a new foundation in.
Ah,
And there's a newspaper article to that effect.
Hmm.
And then they reuse some of the, the materials from that. And they reuse some of the brick from the original church up the hill. And then in the sixties, they got new brick. It was not Georgetown brick. They just covered all the old stuff up. So we could take all that old brick off.
I'd love to redo.
Oh, that would be really nice, because it was, and I got a picture of what it looked like back in
Oh, God,
Yeah.
the day, and it was really nice.
Hmm.
It had a lot more architectural appeal, I mean,
it had more warmness to it its own way. This looks
yeah,
very,
this is more
Yeah.
institutional,
yeah.
but,
Well, that's how stuff was built in the sixties.
yeah.
So,
But I mean, we're not going after the designation because of the architecture, we're going because of the,
history of it,
Right.
the story,
yeah, yes.
the story that's there.
Okay, but we're set at what we're doing, and so when we have an applicant, we're set on how we're doing it, and we will change a word on this application and back, so they know they're not trying to fill in that page.
Instructions.
Instructions,
Okay,
we're not limiting your pages at this point, because it's sort of fun, it's sort of. All right, that's all I wanted to sort of get started.
perfect,
Cindy is still not here. so-
okay.
So,
Well,
shall we go
do you
ahead
want-
and do this anyway?
yeah,
Pretty
we
straightforward.
can, or we can finish up everything else, we have minutes.
I did email her.
Okay.
She did have some things going on.
Okay. I did read over the minutes, the only thing I noticed was a typo on 1036 Main Street on the top, on the front line, yeah, stars instead of stairs. That's it.
word.
Yeah, it's word, that's the only thing I saw. And actually, is it 2 foot or 2 inch iron posts? Exposed aggregate on the next line, exposed aggregate concrete to inch, I bet it's 2 inch.
That thing is 2 inch.
Yeah. Okay, and then everything else did look. Good to me.
Yeah, we will be going back to talk about that grant, but not until January. We're not doing the guidelines, because we need somebody who's gonna organize us and push.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep us focused.
yeah. Okay,
Anybody else have anything?
I just, as you're walking around Stark Park, or take a look at the parking lot there. By the end of tomorrow, the new stone surface should be in place. It's about halfway down, they've done a good job kind of cleaning stuff up and grading it and
rolling it.
Perfect.
rolling it.
Can I
And,
have a motion on the minutes?
Hmm?
Can I have a motion on the minutes?
oh, sure, I moved the, accept the minutes with the change, there's no.
Okay, do your second. I second it. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and they are gonna be finished tomorrow?
They should be, yeah, they're start bringing in the stone today, and it's brown. And it's actual stone, it's not
Gravel.
gravel, and it's not the gray
Yeah,
chips,
yeah, nice.
so it's
I'll be right down there.
one of the smaller stone, it looks good, it really blends in well with the sidewalk, and
Mhm.
I talked to Dennis, and I talked to Mickey probably tomorrow, if he's around. Once we get some water, like if we get some snow and let it melt this weekend,
Mhm,
run that steamroller over it again,
mhm.
because that'll help.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
So
if you're trying to.
packing it down makes a difference for sure.
Yes, packing it down makes huge difference.
Okay, and do you have anything on staff reports?
Scooter retired and we have a new road and bridge supervisor, that's Mickey that we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
We have another inspection coming up for week, next week for Crazy Horse. Not super DRC relevant, but if you guys are interested, I know. We did some repairs on a sidewalk on Fourth Street, but I haven't gone to look at it before.
It looks good.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay, good. I gave them the full specs and everything, so. And we wanted to,
They got the color right and stuff.
yeah,
The texture looks good, yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah,
It came out really nice.
yeah, I think it can, and they did the patch over here.
yeah, that one they did a different texture because it's more curb and less sidewalk. So Broom brushed that one, but he did a little bit of the exposed aggregate on the sidewalk.
Yeah, that's actually driving surface, it's the same level as the road.
Yeah, yes, but it's got the right color and it's, I mean,
Good,
it blends, not jumps at you.
okay. There was one more thing I was gonna tell you about.
What's the Argentine light repair approval under staff updates? If they're done? Yes,
Phase one is done. Phase two is authorized, they're gonna go ahead and
phase two being Arc North.
there's a couple lights out on our Argentine North that went out. I don't know, the last, they're just, I don't know if they're bulbs or wiring or what, but they're gonna fix those. Next year, I talked to Dennis, we've got a price to go ahead and weld the bell, basically weld the retainer for the bell into the sleeve so it doesn't fall out, like we've done that every place else now on Argentine.
They look really good.
And hopefully that will solve the problem. But we have the rest on Argentine North to do, so we're gonna budget that for next year and do that. Part of this phase two, they're going to take care of a bunch of stuff downtown here. There's like the 3 or 4 lights, like right here.
Check, sir.
Yes, those are the ones that,
So I shouldn't take them off as I
don't
go
take them
around?
off. He knows which ones they are. They're gonna fix those and
This isn't tech stuff. This is.
And we're magically, the fixtures are going to get changed to, we're gonna put an outlet box on the top of the fixture, so we can plug the,
Oh, it's just sort of gonna happen.
The Christmas elm.
it's gonna happen, it's just gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Santa
I
Claus.
love-
Santa Claus is gonna take care of it.
Christmas miracle.
Miracle, that's right.
So we're gonna do that, it just,
Yeah,
We're gonna do it.
enough said on that.
Yeah.
They're also gonna look at the wiring that we plug the lights that go across the street in, and they clean that up. If it needs to be, and then we've got a couple receptacles, gonna fix Tasia's heater for the ladies' room downstairs, so it doesn't freeze.
Oh, that would be good.
No, it's not, it's literally outside,
Right, but it's
In the
taking care of the plumbing
right?
Yeah.
that
Yes.
goes into the restrooms.
Because our, town hall water freezes, that's true,
Yeah.
this is true.
So they're gonna fix that, they're gonna go ahead and, they're gonna put Mark's outlet in, so we can go ahead and safely cook up the store for Christmas market.
Yeah.
We had Becky level off your area as much as he
Thank
could,
you.
so it's,
Thank
it's all nice and flat. We may, if we have extra stone, we'll put some stone on it, so it looks better,
Okay,
but it's flat.
Marvin will thank you for a level surface. Our cook, Marvin.
And we'll get your outlet, the outlet will be on the wall next to the boxes. So you
That's
don't just have to run along an extension cord, but
That's fine.
yeah, we can't run it on Smokey's building that he doesn't own anymore.
Okay, all right.
Oh, just a little detail. He owns the hardware.
Hmm?
He owns the hardware.
Oh, we could.
He just doesn't own the crossway.
Oh, well,
Don't tell him I said that. I'm not saying that.
Oh, I remembered my other thing, when you're done.
I think that was it for the lighting.
Okay, we're readjusting some of the process for putting the packet together. We didn't wanna throw everything at Bridget right when she started as the clerk, and then she's also been she's had a baby and she's hybrid right now. But, it's typically clerk responsibility to post agendas and things like that, and Jen was really good at yelling at me about it, and saying that it was a good thing, so we're putting that back on Bridget to work with staff liaisons to get packets out in an appropriate timing, which is not something I'm good at. So she's gonna start doing that. And we also have a new marketing and events person that we are planning on having do more of a public information officer role than our previous one did. Which, you know, we have requested in the budget for the design review commission that there be some informational packets that go out to owners that I expect will be a project that she will help with. Not me necessarily, but I will still be your staff liaison, so. Yeah, I'll be reviewing the packets still and.
You'll be reviewing the application before they become
Part of the back.
on the,
Yeah.
on the, agenda.
Right,
Yeah, okay, cause that,
and I'll still
that's
be
good.
doing
That's-
consulting with the people that come in.
Yeah,
and-
that's really good, cause that, no, the other thing is the more eyes that see it is good, but. But you've had the experience that, you know, this isn't sufficient information because that's, you know. When you
Right.
think about it, all just shifting towards, you have to get the experience of, you know, we need photographs here, we need a
Right.
floor plan here, we aren't right here on the zoning, that.
She's more responsible for creating the actual agenda, sending that out, or, I mean, really just poking me to do it, maybe, you know, but she's responsible for making sure it gets done.
But you
and
can trust
posting.
the application out and say, okay, this
Yeah,
one's ready to
But the
go.
packet will still be, like, the contents of the packet will still be me. Although we will probably push some of the zoning work for bigger projects off on our consultant as well, so. I'm trying to get rid of something, so.
Yeah, well, also to make it more efficient, actually.
Yeah, and more consistent for you guys, because this is one of the things I am not consistent at, so. We need to change
That's
that,
good.
so, okay, that was the other thing I wanted to tell you.
So where are we with Bighorn? Are they planning to, I mean, I keep calling them Bighorn, but you know, that.
The most recent update with them is the board agreed to, receive the donation of the park at our last board meeting. So the park you guys approved, will be donated to the town. And they're gonna be paying, it's gonna start out at $10,000 annual maintenance fee that goes up with the Georgetown cost of living adjustment every year. That percentage. And we've also requested that they agree, the HOA will pay for 10% of any major capital project that we do in the park.
Is the town responsible for building it?
Yes, it will be to the town's park, so we will be responsible for maintaining and building it. They are just paying us fees to support the
But
maintenance.
are they paying for the initial build?
Yes, they have to develop it.
Okay.
But
That's part of
are
the-
they?
We're gonna give the town a park that's ready,
Finished.
something ready to go play.
They are building the park you approved but it will be our park, but they have to build it. The whole
They have
park,
to
they
build
have
it,
to
so
build
we're
it.
not in the building part.
No, we are not building the park. We're responsible, once it's built,
Yes, gotcha.
to maintain it and then replace things as they come out of
That
it.
makes
So,
sense,
yeah.
that's good sense.
And yeah, the board agreed to that at our last meeting.
Okay.
A surprisingly heated conversation. It was good, you know, that's good. It's good to be thorough about that kind of thing, so. What else is going on down there? Craig emailed me something today, but I didn't read it. So,
So we're not messing with that.
Well, the next big thing is they're supposed to be paving their parking lots.
yeah, well, they
With the-
still
with the
don't
chip
have,
seal type
they
thing.
still have one building that doesn't have its CO, so. They've gotta finish that work.
With the chip seal,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cause I'm really interested to see how that comes out and then.
Well, when I look at, when I drive Gwinnett Path, and given the traffic up there and how old that chip seal is now, and you go into the Silverdale parking lot, you still have that sense of a grayish, gravelish road.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was, quite frankly, the bottom half of that was a lousy chip seal job. So it's amazing that it has lasted this. It all depends on how well you do it.
Yes.
Of course, isn't that true for everyone?
Yes, it is true for everything, but it's most visible when you screw up a road.
Dennis has some interesting ideas for Christmas market. We're gonna do some extra decorations on town hall. He asked for, I believe we confirmed this, but we're gonna have some like Charles Dickens players like running around, which will be fun.
Nice.
And fireworks on December 13th, if you didn't know about that already.
Yeah.
So it'll be, and we have the new kiosks that are gonna be going up, so yeah,
Yeah, that's
interesting.
where HGI's get
Right.
bought them from Arvada or
Uh-huh.
Aurora or someplace.
So those will
And-
be, I think, they'll have better reception than the cargo boxes.
That's my hunch too. Here's getting better.
So we shouldn't get the questions here, when is the town moving?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good joke though. I didn't get that one, Bob. No one told me that one. It's a good joke. Yeah, so you guys wanna know about tree lighting is happening on Saturday after Thanksgiving, like always. We are expanding that. We're doing a special event liquor permit, so the streets will be closed down, which we have not historically done. And people will be able to openly have alcohol. We know that they always have. They will be able to purchase a beverage and enjoy it,
From the booths? At Strasburg?
at Strauss Park, yes. And the 500 block of Sixth and Rose, so. Well, not the whole block of Rose, we block it at Strauss Park parking.
I know the kids participate.
Mhm.
Good.
Yes, Leslie Boysard
Leslie
has been
works
working
very
with,
hard.
the
Yes.
Parks Commission has a subcommittee, Rob is heading that, and he's been doing a great job. Him and I are walking around on Saturday to hand out flyers that I have to make still. And, yeah, that's a good event, it'll be fun, and, but we have a lot of new people this year for all of that stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
Good, that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's very good.
Okay, well, are we gonna go ahead and do Cindy
Yeah.
Seacom,
I think so.
Yep.
produce Rondo?
Yeah, she's not here.
Okay,
I decided to take a wander later this afternoon and look at screen doors and, storm doors. We have a number of screen doors all over the place. We have very few storm doors.
yeah,
Very, very few. It was sort of interesting to me, but so she is proposing a storm door.
mhm,
I also was looking at the materials of our various screen doors and storm doors.
Mhm.
The most common material in screen doors is a wood frame screen door. But there certainly are examples of having a metal screen door, especially the ones that are just a ridge outline and you
Yeah.
can see the door.
Yeah.
Through it. I think that the Washington Mill side, particularly along Main Street, made a very conscious effort to pick up elements of historic structures to use in their structures. And amongst those elements were the doors. Because I'm not sure that Cindy realizes that she's got a common form Georgetown type front door. So we don't really want to eliminate it visually. So when I first looked at this, I saw the door that had the wonderful draping lines, but that's not the door she has chosen, I don't believe.
no,
Here's the door you
No.
showed me. It's got two units to visit.
well, okay, so it's this one with a dog door in it, correct?
No, she's chosen, it's two different doors, there's the front door and the side door. And the side door has the dog door in it. And the front door does not have a dog.
Just have the split.
Yeah, the front door
Yeah.
has just the split in it. I almost-
Thank you.
I would almost go and she makes the point that the frame on the front door. But you see, that's so traditional Georgetown, that this type of door, that. Most of the ones that we call Georgetown doors have that flat curve in the top panels, but.
It's very
that's-
close.
But it's very close, and it was really intentional on their part to. Pay attention to.
That's good.
Thank you.
Well, if it's the same color as the door,
It's not,
well, I
It's the
think,
same color as the windows.
it's black.
Yeah.
It's
And-
black,
The windows are black.
it's the, like the trim around these windows,
Yeah.
yeah,
that's dark brown, isn't it?
It's probably oil bronze, yeah.
Which is a very dark brown.
Which is a very dark brown, so no, they not gonna be the same color as.
I mean, I think if they were the same color as the door, then they would really much disappear from the street view.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes,
I put in, or I shouldn't, I want to make a comment, not a suggestion. I put in some of these security doors, and that's basically what that is. It's a security door. And it is framed in by 1/2 inch tubular metal channel. And that bar, those two bars going across the door, that's so you can't break into through the handle. And that's
Right.
going to really obscure the look of the door. It's a heavy duty door. I mean, it's not just a storm door, it's a security door. And
yeah,
it would be typical of the ones you see down the city. There's a couple of them down in the Meadows that are the same kind of, well, made by the same company, in fact. My suggestion would be that she just goes to a regular storm door on that particular, on the front door at least. That it's all glass view, and there's a number of those in Old Town.
Yeah.
If she's, the pet door is kind of it's on the side there, so that's a different issue. You know, maybe we could say she could use it there. But that front door, it's going to look like a heavy duty security door is what it's going to look like. It's not just a storm door. I mean, it's bulky.
Mark, for Brentford, Bob, what's it affixed to? In other words, is it on the outside of the frame?
Yeah, it's
That's
maybe
what it's
on the brick mold or whatever they've
Maybe
got.
out here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all tubular steel around that. Not only the door, but the frame of the brick mold is all tube steel. It's probably about an inch thick. So it's pretty heavy.
You know, the 1x3 or 1x4 that they have, the wood frame,
You don't.
that's got a screw to it. And you
That's
won't-
correct.
You won't see the wood frame anymore.
Exactly.
Black.
I agree with you totally.
Replaced with the black frame and the door itself, so it'll probably be 2 to 3 inches wide by the time you're done.
Well, and this is what, 4? The frame that's going around that door at the moment?
3.5 to 4, yeah.
Yeah,
it's even
4,
more.
so you won't see that any longer.
No,
well, so if it's the same color as the trim on the door, and
No,
It's not.
it isn't.
well, no, it could be that it's powder coated, they can paint them, right?
Yeah, but you're still gonna see this big metal thing hanging off that wood. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not wide. It's probably an inch by an inch. So you're gonna just see this bar going all the way around that door frame. It's not gonna be a flat piece of metal.
Yeah, you're gonna lose the front door.
Mhm. Their marketing is a pretty good example of. what
Yeah,
it's gonna do.
and how much, you know, that picture that had all the,
It shows the frame very well and what it's gonna do.
yeah, because that covers up the entire
Yeah.
frame.
Mhm. They're actually very accurate on what it's gonna do.
yeah,
Surprising.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, so a wooden storm door would be the.
No, it wouldn't have to be wooden. It could be aluminum. I mean, you know, it could be painted metal, but flat metal, not something tubular. I think if you want to see one, there's one on Main Street down from my house on one of those lower houses, and it sticks out like a sore thumb when you drive
One of
by.
these.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid that the one on front, it's really gonna change the whole.
So even
facade.
if it's this one,
it says security storm door. I mean, that may be what they want.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the other
yeah,
side of that. If that's what if that's the intent, then that's a different
yeah.
frame of reference.
and they
Well, it's
say they're
it's probably a real high crime neighborhood in that side of the street, you know.
Yeah.
Over there on that side of town.
I
Yeah.
know. Fashionable east side, you know.
Well, that's where all the money is.
Absolutely, always has. I lived on one of those before, it's slightly different.
I would guess we'd have to ask her what her intent is. She's worried about security or what she's worried about,
Well,
but it's not
back,
for looks.
where is the back door?
I think it's on the side of the porch, isn't it?
I think it's just the front door. That's her application only mentions the front door. She has a picture of a side door, but I think it's just a sample.
No, because she circles,
There's two
Well,
different
there's a
ones.
picture here, it's just, I think this is,
that's the side door,
that's the side door.
this is the side door.
Is that her side
And
door?
I think she's already got the door in there,
Could be.
or is that, I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Is that her house?
It looks like her house.
I'm thinking it might be, I don't, it kind of looks like it. I don't know.
Because that's the front of her house.
Her side doors by her garage doors, I believe, the way I remember. So it's tucked back in that corner, so at least it's not facing the street, so to speak.
Yeah,
Her application only mentions the front door.
yeah. They've probably already done that.
Well, because my guess is she's already put this one up, although that's a different kind of light, so that may just be.
Yeah, I think that's an example.
I think it's an example, cause that house has it's like the garage is set back, and I don't think there's a door that can shut. Those not on the back of that house. I've never been back there.
I've never been back there either, and I've spent a lot of time inside that, so.
So I think if we look at the one with the dog door, that's what she wants to put on the front door without the dog door.
Yeah, yeah.
I think she does want the dog door.
I don't know,
Actually,
is this the door that we're talking about?
No,
Not
I
that
think
door?
we,
there's like a concrete
I don't
step.
think we wanna take action on this, I think we wanna go back with questions,
Yeah,
table this.
Okay,
How many, specifically what doors, and we want pictures of the doors that she's talking about.
This is her house, so this.
that's her
picture-
house. Yes.
This picture is her house.
That's what
and-
I put in there.
This picture
That's also her house.
looks like her house.
Right.
And
It's
so
the
you,
side one that's not.
but you see, the other thing that we need to point out to her is that, and she has circled the deep bronze color, so it
Yeah.
would be this color. But the door she's talking about putting on the front would not sit inside this frame. Like this brown sits inside the frame, it would sit on top of the frame.
Well, that's what we think, and that's
That's
what
what
we wanna
think,
clarify,
and-
we wanna clarify
You
that.
don't wanna lose the front door.
right. Well, if it was inside the frame, and see, on her application, it says very clearly, the trim of storm door will match existing windows, which is the bronze. Also enhancing the look of the front of the house, which somehow she feels like that would be a nice highlight to have this.
But it doesn't have the space, because
Yeah.
that is part of the window.
Yeah,
So unless it was part of the door, the storm door is going to be on this outside frame. If it's a security
Yeah.
door, which makes it wipe out the door.
yeah,
Plus, you're gonna have those two bars across the center of the door where the door handle is. So this is gonna obscure the door. It's just gonna
Well,
look like that back door and there'll be two bars going across there, cause that's how you secure the lock in them.
well, there is,
This is a sample door.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, and the one that's full view that does not have the bars across the middle would at least not obstruct the middle of the door,
That's
you know?
right.
So,
Don't have the heavy
I don't think they
Us-
make them that way. They're not made that way. Cause
Yeah,
that defeats the purpose.
Well, I mean, it says on page 2 of their thing, they have a full view without the.
Oh, do they? Let me
Yeah.
find it.
it's,
I didn't see that one. Okay.
Evergreen
Page
Collections.
2 it is. On the bottom of the page says 2, but they've done the split.
She
thing,
circled
too.
the other one, but I think if it's the full view
Huh, okay.
and
Well, I
then.
think we asked some- I think we need to ask some questions. Cause we don't
Yeah.
wanna start approving security doors for downtown.
Right,
Or we're gonna end up with a hodgepodge of Home Depot security doors and everything else.
yeah. Yeah,
But that's all Liberty makes is, security doors.
well, we went to the trouble when the house was before us the first time, was to get the doors and everything. you know,
Yeah.
correct. So, yeah, we don't want that to be a
Yeah,
I don't call that an enhancement.
so,
No, I mean, we had the argument with the 9 foot doors or 8 foot doors, all.
Yeah, 8 foot doors.
um,
Well, shall we table this?
I think that
I'm
we
sorry,
should
Susan.
table it and say that we would like to,
Need further information.
yes, and discuss with
Um,
them. Does she say on the list? Yeah, she told me six, a steel storm door in addition to the existing front door. Trim of storm door will match the existing windows, also enhancing the look of the front of the house. You're right, it only talks about the front of the house, it
Yeah,
doesn't talk
yeah.
about the side. So that's why I wonder why she circled the one with the pet door in it, because we also don't know whether she means that she wants the pet door on the front door.
I would guess that she does, because
On the
her
front door?
fence, yeah, a lot of the changes that she is kind of talking about are specifically about that, so.
Or specifically about the,
Dog. And I can't confirm if the pet door will be part of that, like, if that's what she wants, but
Well, we need to know that too then.
I would guess, yes.
Mm.
I would think you'd put that on your side door, but, you know, we don't know.
Well, her yard with the fence is with the front door.
The side door goes to the driveway.
Yeah, she can't put a fence around her garage.
so she's gonna put a pet door in the existing front door then also.
I would actually guess that one of the reasons that she's getting, I'm guessing, the storm door is so she can have a pet door without cutting into her actual door. That's just a guess, but
That means she has to leave her door.
Yeah.
Her
But
front
it's a
door.
How about we get her in front of us and ask these questions
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of us just guessing? How about that?
I thought she was coming tonight, so.
Okay, no problem.
She's got some stuff going on.
Yeah, well, I think that
Yeah.
we should say that there is concern about loss of view of the front door and, where the door sits and what the pet door is and
So,
some back and see it,
Shall
but
we-
it's gonna be
I
December.
move that we table the
Yes.
application for 914 Main Street. Any good questions,
Anthony,
answers regarding details of the door, how it is set in the frame and whether
Yeah.
there's a intent for a dog door. And we need more information.
okay.
I wanna write down the questions you guys wanna ask her. So I have, will the door include the pet door? How will it set in the frame?
In or on the frame.
Yeah,
And it's set interior to the frame so that it doesn't cover the
Right.
existing
Door molding.
door for
Door trim.
door for.
Consider the full frame, is that what I'm saying?
uh-huh.
Yeah, full view, full view.
I would think they could do that if they're gonna put the dog door, I mean, they cut the other one, the middle thing doesn't have anything to do with the dog door.
Yep.
They just built it that
And
way.
I think the dog door would be below the railing, so you wouldn't notice it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dog door
It's
be-
not
I
the
still
dog
think if
door,
it's the
think
color of
about
the
it,
door
it's
and stuff,
covering
it'd be
that
much
whole-
less noticeable.
whole door up, but that you can't see but
That's
the door was very intentional.
Yes, and then the color, the bronze actually would detract from the door.
Is
Although
that
if
something
it's,
we can ask her about?
if it's the full view, it won't be as bad as with it.
Well, yeah, it would mimic the windows then.
Yeah, okay, so we won't go there.
As long as you've got the 3 or 4 inch white.
Can they put,
Trim
could they
color,
put a lighter trim on that doorway and make it look right?
I don't think.
Okay.
Like an amplifier.
Okay. All right.
Not, you're gonna need a second.
Can I make one comment real quick?
Yeah.
If you go down Main Street, that ranch style house that I built like 3 years ago on the way down Main Street, like you're gonna make the turn heading toward the brewery. There's that taupe color house there, and it's got a big security door on it, just like we're talking about, because she owned the company that made it. So there's one down there, so you can take a look at it, just as you're driving down the valley or down.
Thanks, Mark, we'll take a wander.
Okay, anything else? Yes, did we?
Said second.
Oh, okay. Cindy
Would you
said
like to
second.
approve this?
All in favor? Take-
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now you first.
Okay. Okay, let's, disband, adjourn.
Okay. Will you sign this for me?
Thanks. Yes.
Me?
December second.
I have a couple typos.
Oh,
So, no.
I draw.
Sorry. So no.
Okay.
No.
Is that on the calendar?
And we'll talk before then on what we think we did got there. Also, they have the Tyler Swanson is gone and we have a new Matt Reimer. And
Gotcha.
I wonder whether it's. worth
Yes.
These are for you.
entering the conversation with the new Tyler.
I just gave her back that whole packet on hers.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Bye, thanks, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Bye.
Go on, so.
I'm not sure about burn or something.
Oh,